Good morning, everybody. I'm just going to get some stuff set up, send out some invites. Thank you so much for joining us today for a very special AMA with Leslie Spurlock. Mike, do you want to get your avatar over to my gallery? I'm trying something new today. I'd love to have you next to me.
Okay. In your gallery, like the triple one?
Yeah. Uh, uh-oh. I think I need a refresh. Hold on. I think I'm alone.
Yeah, that's been happening lately. I was talking
It,
to
yeah, it happens a
Kate
lot to
about
me
it. Yeah.
where
You have
instances.
to run two of yourself and use one to confirm that the other one is still publicly available, I guess. It's so weird.
Uh,
Whoa, what's that? Is that you?
yeah. Check out. Come over here. Look, I have our little host seats over here. Come sit on a leaf with me. Okay.
Where are you?
I'm over here on the side next to Dope Stilo's artwork.
Like, what is this? Are we in Decentraland right now or what?
No, we're not into Decentraland.
Are you sure? Because you look like a Decentraland character right now.
I know. This is the new Vogue fashion. This is the
Oh.
keyword. Yeah. Okay. Our guest of honor has arrived. I just want to say hi to Leslie as she's coming up to the stage. We're currently in my gallery and spatial, just playing around with some new stuff. So just wanted to let's see, invite Leslie to perfect co-host. Yay! There we go. Connecting. How are you today, Leslie?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I am floating. Literally have wings today. Went to a party at the Vogue environment for their September issue, and they dropped some really cute wearables for our Ready Player Me characters. So I'm showing it off today.
Oh,
I'm
that's
kind of
fun. I'm
disappointed.
always naked in those things.
I'm kind of
Naked is also good.
I'm kind of disappointed you didn't merge from a cocoon or something. Like this should have been some sort of reveal here.
Oh, my performance piece is coming later. Yes, of course. So as we warm up the room, Just want to say hello to everyone. Prism, thank you so much for coming. Mo, nice to see you. Ira, she's in spatial as well as in our space today. How are you, my love? CJ Meta Events, that's my partner Jojo, who did the lion's share of the curating of Leslie's beautiful collection in spatial. We're so happy to have her here. Hello to our new friends, P Flexico. I've seen you around the blockchain. Nice to see you, love. KP, nice to meet you. Welcome you into the space. And of course, we have to say hello to, I'm going to butcher it, but I'm going to try it. Saskiran Vals. Ooh, I think I did pretty good. Welcome to the space. So happy to have you all here. Brandon Manis just hopped in. Frisky, hello, sir. Had a beautiful interview with Frisky yesterday. Mike and I got to chat about our love for spatial. So you can imagine that went pretty long. Yeah. So let me just welcome everybody once again. My name is Hi CC. I am a community leader, spatial super user, artist, and of course, cheerleader for my beautiful community. And then my co-host, Meta Mike. I'll let him introduce himself, and then we will introduce our special guest co-host today, Leslie Scarlock.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Good morning, afternoon to Metaverse Mondays. I'm the co-host. I'm Mike. I do metaverse building and all sorts of other metaverse ramblings that are open for anyone to listen to. We're excited to see Leslie's gallery and what she's got going on today.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. It'll be fun. And a lot of people, new people I haven't met before. So this is great.
So the gallery actually opens tomorrow, but we're going to do an AMA with Leslie, and we'll get all the deets, and then you can go to the Eventbrite site and get your ticket for tomorrow. It is a free event, and then we'll be in there tomorrow. So no sneak peeks, even though it's CJ Events and it's Meta Monday. We're going to hold on to the surprise because it's gorgeous. Jojo did such a great job. Leslie's work brought tears to my eyes. Anyways, I'll let Leslie talk a little bit more about it. So Leslie, welcome to Metaverse Monday. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Did you want to maybe share a little bit about yourself and your background?
Sure. So I'm Leslie. I actually have been a photographer for off and on around 25 plus years. And I started out doing travel photography and then ended up doing photojournalism. I went and covered Haiti 6 times. I lived with rebels when they took over the country and ousted the president. I covered a flood there that killed 3,000 people. Covered voodoo, was almost killed there a few times. And then I ended up getting a divorce after that and was a single mom for a while, for 14 years. And actually a little more than that, and ended up having to shoot weddings. So I traveled the world shooting weddings for 14 years and then met my current husband. And we've been married since 2018. And I no longer had to do weddings anymore. So I quit shooting weddings January 1st, 2020. And then I ended up covering 17 protests across the nation in 2020 and covered 4 hurricanes in 2020 and 2021. And then discovered NFTs, got into it around mid-November, and then minted my first pieces December 1st. And it's been a great journey. I'm loving it so much. I love the fact that I can, do whatever my passion is and sell it. And I just love the community. So it's been wonderful, and I'm so thrilled to be here. So thank you so much for having me.
It is a pleasure. When JoJo showed me your recent collection through her lens, I had physical reactions to it. So your work is very impactful. I kind of wanted to circle back and ask you about your Web3 NFT journey. Did you maybe want to dive in a little bit deeper and share with us how that discovery process went for you? Because I love hearing the origin story of our artists.
Sure, no problem. So, I had been on Twitter since 2008, but I pretty much my 750 followers were either bots or, I mean, they like never interacted with me. So I only use Twitter for news and for storm information. Being a storm chaser and a photojournalist, and then I started seeing one of the storm chasers, Doppler Jess, started posting about NFTs, and I was like, "What the hell is an NFT?" And so I kind of looked into it, and I started following a few NFT people, and it was all apes and stuff like that. And so I didn't understand what on earth this had to do with photography. So I pretty much just blew it off. And then the more I saw her posting about it, and then Lori Grace was posting about it, she is another storm chaser. I'm like, okay, maybe I should look into this at some point. And I sat back. This was about August, I guess, late July, August. But I put it off, because I tried to read and try to figure out what NFTs were, and I was totally confused. But then around, I made a decision to start, it seemed to me this is the way the art world was going, and that I needed to either, get in or get left behind. And so I never want to be left behind. So, I started really looking into it, and mid-November, I knew I had to kind of build my community. I didn't realize how much I really had to do that. So I started kind of building my community in November, and then I got an invite to Foundation pretty quickly. And so I ended up minting my first piece December 1st, and made a lot of costly mistakes the first time. And I still didn't even really know what I was doing or what an NFT was. I sold my first pieces at like, I think December 31st, I sold one, and then sold two more January 1st. And I sold a few more after that. And this one guy that runs a big podcast for Adobe on Photoshop, he asked me to give a talk and on NFTs and stuff. And I realized at that point, I still didn't even really know what an NFT was or why someone would buy it, despite the fact that I had some minted. So, I finally found some very simplistic videos by a photographer named Lindsay Adler, who really put things in simple terms for me. And I finally figured it out at that point. So I gave my talk and everything. And then, I built my community. I started building my community with a smaller group of people that we were in DMs together, and we would just really help each other out, help share our work. They always had my back, I had theirs and such. And just eventually just my community grew and grew and grew. And, I when I saw Doppler Jess, like, she was selling so much, and she was always saying that she had no money. And I totally didn't understand that, because I knew she was selling a lot. And I discovered, how much I loved buying NFTs. And so now I can totally relate to what she was saying, because I've spent 150% of what I've made back into this community. And but the community has been incredibly welcoming, incredibly supportive of me. And my following just grew and grew and grew. Especially, being a collector, I'm a pretty big collector. So I did get a great following due to that. But just the artists and everything here have just been, it's just like, I wake up every day and see so much incredible art and stuff like that, and it's just, I found my happy place in the photography in the art world. So I absolutely love it here.
That's amazing. I love the way that you're building community, just organically, slow growth, like you said, investing back into the people that are investing in you. Um, your art has what is the word I'm looking for? It seems to have like purpose. It has drive. A lot of art that I am drawn to is like beautiful, gives you these warm, fuzzy feelings. But I've seen several of your pieces that have given me like some serious like motivation. And I kind of wanted to dive a little deeper into that. And then what motivates you to create? Like, how did you become like a storm chaser, a political like photographer, disaster photographer, I think is the term that you utilize in your bio. How did that happen?
Well, I've always had a passion for photojournalism. That's the number one thing that's the type of photographer I've always wanted to be. And I actually do photojournalism. Not because I love taking those type of images, but I feel they are so important, and those type of images are what shows they show the world what is happening. Without those images, the world wouldn't know and the world wouldn't care, and I do them to try and get the world to care. um, I'm a huge humanitarian. Whenever I go to these places, I always try to give back. When I'm covering hurricanes, I helped with helicopter rescues, and I bring donations down and stuff like that. I raise funds and give them directly to the people and stuff, and go door to door trying to help the people. So I do always try my best to give back in some way, because my number one thing is to help the people and to help change the world and make it a better place. So I'm sorry, hold on. They just started something in the background. So that's why I do photojournalism. I think it's really important to put it on the blockchain because it's history, and we need more of that, I think, in the metaverse. I did storm chasing because I was doing weddings. I was a pretty successful wedding photographer, so I did a lot of weddings, and it was never my thing. I never loved it. I loved my clients. They took us all over the world, so they were amazing. But I needed that excitement and stuff. So that's how I got into storm chasing. I've always loved storms, and I am a bit of an adrenaline junkie. So storm chasing kind of provides that for me. But at the same time, being a humanitarian, when I do chase storms, and if something happens, I do bring like medical kit and all that kind of stuff with me when I chase. And if something happens, I stop the chase immediately and we go and help the people. And that's first and foremost when I'm out there. So, I never hope for that type of thing to happen. And if it does, that, of course, is number one for me. So that's kind of how I got into that. So, yeah.
That's incredible. Wow. I'm speechless. Let me just reset the room. Thank you for joining us. For all of our new friends out there, we are here with Leslie Spurlock doing an AMA. Leslie is a truly gifted and talented artist, capturing events around the globe and through humanity through her lens. Which is the name of her show that is in spatial.io, will be opening tomorrow. So thank you so much for joining us, Leslie. Really appreciate you. So you mentioned earlier a few of your biggest artistic influences in sort of like the Web3 space, but I kind of wanted to find out coming up as a a newer photographer in like sort of Web 2, more traditional roles. Who influenced your art and your work?
So I'm mostly influenced by photojournalists. Huge inspirations for me are Lindsay Addario. She's one of those that is just, people say that, I'm brave and stuff like that, and what I do, but she is a photojournalist that is out there all the time, risking her life. She's been kidnapped 3 times, just to show the world what is happening and to capture these images. And she's just an incredible human being and an incredible photographer. Also, James Knockway, Sebastio Salgado, there. Tyler Hicks. There's so many out there photojournalists that are really, truly the ones that are doing, they're risking their lives and they're dying, to tell you the story, to show the world what's happening. My mentor, I have a mentor, Ron Haviv, who is one of the best photojournalists in the world. He is with the agency Seven, which is like Magnum. I believe he was with Magnum, and then they started Seven. And he's just, he was there in Ukraine recently. He covered Sarajevo. These are the people that I just admire so much. It just, they are definitely risking their lives, and just to show you what is happening and try to make changes. There's photojournalists that have actually changed U.S. policy because of their images. And so those are the people I really admire and look up to.
That's amazing. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to talk about your collection that we are showcasing tomorrow through her lens. There are so many beautiful pieces in there, and I thought maybe you could tell us a little bit about the collection as a whole, because you have almost like fine art pieces blended in with protest pieces and sort of like political pieces. So I kind of wanted to ask you and pick your brain about how you sort of put that collection together.
Yeah, so I wanted to show a variety of work. I'm one that has always done my own thing. I'm always going to be who I am, and that did not change when I entered this space. People suggested, that I stick to one genre, and I said, I thought about it and I thought, no, I do more than one genre. I'm going to do my own thing and I'm going to be myself. And so I do a variety of different genres. So this collection is a collection of a variety of my work. Some of it's creative portraits. I believe some of it is storms. And then some of it is my photojournalism. My creative portraits were my outlet again when I was shooting weddings. Despite, I always, when I went in to shoot weddings, of course, I always wanted to do the best, tell the story, and try and find new angles and do things, uniquely in each wedding. However, with weddings, it's kind of monotonous in a way. I don't care where the setting is, in Italy, Peru, doesn't matter. It's the same thing, the getting ready and the family portraits and the ceremony and the reception and the cake cutting and all that stuff. So I really needed an outlet where I could just be myself and be creative and do my own thing. And so the creative portraits were what came about during that time. And I have amazing models. Even my brides, they're all great. They'll do whatever I ask them to do. So they've always been great about that. And so that's the creative portraits. I think I have some boudoirs in there. I shot a lot of boudoirs shooting weddings. And so I think I have some of those in there. And of course, my storms. My very first NFT that I sold was actually to Rachel Woods, which I was thrilled about because I was a huge fan of hers. She's such a great person in this space. And she bought one of my tornado images. So that was my very first NFT that ever sold. And I believe that's in the gallery. I don't have the gallery in front of me right now, so I don't remember exactly what's in there. But, and then of course my photojournalism pieces. And I think that's it. So I wanted to show a variety of my work. I was worried that it wouldn't blend together very well, but that you both did such an amazing job with it, and it looks phenomenal. I still have to figure out how to walk around and stuff. I did fall off the edge at one point, and I got stuck in between the buildings at another point. So I still need to figure that out. I'm not very good at that, but from what I saw, it looks absolutely amazing. I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of the work, proud of the way it looks with my images in it, and just what you both did. It looks amazing.
Thank you. We started with an amazing product. So flowers to you, Leslie. It is beautiful. Jojo used the upstairs of the Triple Dreamers. I think it's the Elusives Gallery for more of the fine art pieces. And then downstairs in the sort of a dungeon area or the downstairs gallery, we laid out more of her, action pieces, the more, like you said, the photojournalistic pieces. So it is a beautiful curation of the beautiful work that was provided to us. Now I have a little bit of a personal question for you, Leslie. I hope you don't mind. But as a mom in the Web3 space, as a content creator, as an artist myself, I need to know, how do you manage your work-life balance as an artist, as a creator, as just a partner in life?
Well, first, I am a mom of three kids. They are older. I do have two of my kids during the summer because they were in college. One is still in college, one is in grad school, and my daughter lives here, but she's married. So my kids are older, so I don't have to, I mean, I do have to pay attention to them clearly, but I don't have all the things that a mom of younger kids has to do. I will say it would be very hard juggling all that. I do also happen to have the most amazing and supportive husband who never complains at all when I'm on a space until 3 a.m. or whatever. But I do. I mean, I actually had made it to where I wasn't doing anything NFT related at night. Now that has changed because I do run three spaces with a host and a co-host, Victoria and CK, and so I do those now. But other than that, I do take time for myself when I need it, because that's really important. We all get burned out at times. I get burned out. I get frustrated at times. I've been through it all. There were times back in the earlier days when I literally would wake up, and I would be so excited, and grind and stuff like that. And by the end of the evening, I was literally in tears. And, so I've been there. I totally understand. Um, and, but, but I know that we need to step away at times, and there's nothing wrong with that. It would be better to do that and to come back refreshed when you're ready. And so I do that. There are days when I need to take the break, and I try to spend time with my husband in the evenings as much as I can. And so, I can imagine if I was a mom of younger kids and stuff like that, it would be really hard. I don't know how the people, I have quite a few friends that are moms of younger kids, and somehow they manage, and it amazes me. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's not quite as difficult as some people. I just have to remember to take the time off when I need it. We all need to remember to do that, and to do it before it gets to the point where you're just so frustrated you just want to quit. So, because I do love being here. I absolutely love it. But like I said, there are some days where I just need the time away. And so definitely I take them.
Thank you for that. And I'm going to say to you, don't underestimate your mom powers. Just because your kids are older doesn't mean they don't need you, emotionally. So you're just as amazing as when
Thank
you
you.
had your younger kids, girlfriend.
And I will say, like on Saturday, I made sure the spaces that I had to do, and on Wednesday, my son is a soccer player at college, and stuff, and he's now in Tennessee, so we can't actually go to the games. Otherwise, I would be going to them, but. No matter what, I'm taking the time and I'm watching his soccer game. And, it doesn't matter if there's a space or whatever that I should be in. My kids take priority and my husband takes priority. So when there's things like that, I will make sure that they are my number one priority.
That's amazing. So I'd like to take this time to plug the event opening tomorrow. It's Through Her Lens photography exhibition with Leslie Sparlock. Opens tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time. We do have free tickets for the opening day at eventbrite.com. I pinned the post if you'd like to hop over and grab a ticket for that. Pin the post to the top there. It'll be running, the exhibition will be running in Spatial through October 6th. And I believe most of the pieces, if not all of them, in the exhibition have already been sold. But if you come across one that hasn't been, you should snatch it up right away. Just a little plug there. I would like to invite our audience up. If you have any questions for Leslie or ideas, comments, please feel free to request up. We are opening the floor to Q&A. While we're waiting, Mike, are you doing okay? I saw a message that you said you might be alone. Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here. What did you see?
I saw a message saying you might need a refresh, and so I was just checking to make
Oh.
sure you're okay. Your tech is doing okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Just building here on the side as normal.
Yes, Mike is a true multi-meta maxi. He's or a true degen. He's always doing something.
Sorry if I have an addiction I'm struggling with, and it's metaverse building. So whatever I'm doing, I'm also trying to build something on the side while I'm doing the other thing. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. We had a space where they were teaching me how to be a degen, so that was fun.
Yes. Tip number one, you're always going to have 40 tabs open on a browser at once. You need to be okay with it because you need every single one of them.
you might need multiple devices and multiple spaces and get used to being in multiple places at the same time too, even though that they're just huge parties or whatever. I'm still adjusting to that one, but CC, as you can see, the wings have you know emerged, so she does it pretty easily.
Speaking of multiple places, I'd love to invite you all over to my gallery. If we can continue the conversation there if you'd like. I was thinking we could check out a few really cool spots that we discovered, the Vogue environment. I was going to show off maybe some of the CJ Meta environments where we are offering to do shows or events for you if you'd like. And then, of course, I'd like to ask any of our listeners to come up. If you have a space that you would like us to showcase or visit today, I would love to hop in and let's show Leslie around a little bit if Leslie has time. I think it would be really cool. And we can maybe get her sea legs under her. I'd like to welcome to this stage. We have, oh, I said your name earlier, Saskiran. How are you doing today? Do you have a question for Leslie?
No, I just came in to say hi to everyone. Actually, first time in this space. So I really love Leslie's pictures. So uh, I accidentally came in actually, but really like the space. So just came to say hi.
Well, hello. Thank you so much for coming up and introducing yourself. Very happy you're here. If you have any questions, feel free to chime in. I would like to welcome to the stage our dear friend P. Flexico. How are you doing today, love?
Hey everybody, I'm doing great, man. It's a nice day, enjoying this Labor Day. I just want to say happy holiday to everyone. Hey CC, Meta Mike, shouts out to everybody in here, Prism, Frisky, Bumblebee, Jayon, Ida, everyone. I didn't really have a question. I just wanted to get up here and admire the work, Leslie. I was checking out your work, and oh my God, everything is so awesome. Like I love what you do. I just want to, just give you your flowers. Come up here, give you your flowers real fast.
You're so sweet. Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you.
You too, you too. Yeah, I'll be tapping in, follow you and everything. I'm actually working on a few things myself. It's not really ready yet, but I'm definitely gonna let, the team know, let CC, let Mike and everyone know. Hopefully next Metaverse Monday, I'll have everything situated and I can share with you guys.
We would love to hop into your space and poke around. Thank you for letting us know. Just hit me up in the DMs whenever you're ready, and we'll get you on the schedule because I love exploring new spaces. It's my crack. I love it. So
Right,
thank you for
right.
sharing.
All right, guys. Thank you. That's all.
All right. Oh, Prism, our dear friend Prism. He is my brother in arms in the metaverse. How are you doing today, my love?
Hey, Cece, happy Metaverse Monday. Hey, Meta Mike. Leslie, nice to meet you. Yeah, it's been, I really loved the interview and really, I was looking at your profile and some of the pictures you've taken are really just stunning and I really enjoyed them. So I wanted to say hello and thank you for sharing all of that. I really appreciate that. Um, yeah, I did post in the I have to promote my tweet a little bit. I did have a Metaverse Monday tweet, and you want to definitely put the Evite link there. Make sure CC. I can also do it, but I think it's better from you. Put it under there, and there's a bunch of people looking at different spaces. So along with the space jumping today.
Thank you so much, Prism. Super appreciate you. Thank you for the reminder. If you don't know, Prism is the right half of my brain. Is the right half of the brain the one that does all like the sciencey and like, you know, uh, good at real world stuff? I'm gonna go with yes.
I have no idea. I don't remember, but it's nice to meet you. I'm following everybody back that I've never met before, so this is great.
Thanks for the follows, and I can't follow you back at the moment because I've hit the Twitter limit of 5,000. So I'm working on removing people that aren't following me. But yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah, I remember those days.
All right. So if you guys are interested, I'd love to have you guys jump into the Vogue's New World exhibition. I can post the link down here in the little blue bubble, but I also have it in my gallery if you guys wanted to hop in. We can go check it out. It's really beautiful if you haven't checked it out yet. I think I'm just gonna hop in. Leslie, did you want to join us for a little metaverse hopping?
I can try. I'm not very good at it, but I'll try.
Okay, great. So let me know when you're in my gallery. It should be on the Explorer tab. If it's not, the link is in the nest above. Or yeah, and then we'll wait a couple minutes and let you get settled.
Okay, cool. I'm signing in now. So
And of course, if anybody would like to request up, if you have any questions, Mike's here to answer any technical questions. If you'd like to share your space with us, of course, let's do that. And then Prism, if you want to pick out a couple spaces from your good morning tweet, we could go visit those as well. So we've got options. We're gonna play it loosey-goosey.
okay, I think I'm in there. I'm the one that's boringly dressed.
Wonderful. So we're over here. I have the Vogue's New World right over here. It's a nice big, over here by the big blue pair of wings. You guys see the blue wings over here? This is one of the Spatial.io exclusive wearables. Super Nina wore it best. I am going to say it out loud. It is true. She killed it. She walked the runway with it and she made it look good. So yeah, so if we all want to hop into a Vogue's New World, we can go check it out together.
Oh, I walked
I'm
right
so
into
lost. I'm
a
totally
dancing
lost.
babe.
Okay, hold on. Oh, are you wearing that beautiful blue shirt? Oh, there you
Oh,
are.
yes. Oh, there's the wings. Okay, I see you.
Yep. So are you on your desktop?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. So you can either use W to move forward, A to move to the left, D to move to the right. And then I like to use my mouse to sort of aim where I'm going, and then I'd like to hit W to like walk forward. There we go. And that should get you. There you go. Yeah, you got it, girl. Woo, walk that runway. All right. So Vogue's New World. Go ahead and click on that, and you want to hit yes to move forward. And everyone is welcome to hop in. Say hello. Prism, you may speak, my love.
I was just gonna say we should take pictures, lots of pictures.
All right. So Vogue's New
Post
World.
those on Twitter while you're jumping, and put it
Oh,
in the
yes.
in the bottom right.
Okay, sounds good. Yes, everybody, picture it up, kiddos.
Okay, I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to do right now.
Can you click on the bubble? So take your mouse, hover over the pink bubble, and then just click on it. And you should get a notification, travel to Vogue's New World. And you're going to want to hit that travel. Oh, there she goes. All
Okay,
right,
cool.
let me make sure. Anybody else want to join us? You are welcome to. I'm going to take a quick picture here because Prism told me to. And I do what he says. All right, in we go. So Vogue's New World opened yesterday. This is to highlight and feature their September issue, which is gorgeous. The artist that they're featuring here is going to be, let's see, Yimeng Yu, and that's the designer who made the wearables and, of course, is featured here in the environment. If you're interested in getting a sneak peek into October's issue, you can sign up. There's a little Google Doc that you can go and sign up for, which is really cool. I did that yesterday immediately as soon as I saw it. So this environment was created with the help of Polycount IO. Oh, I'm going to stay muted in Spatial because I'm on Twitter Spaces right now. And so it's really cool. They have this amazing pink environment, and they are just magicians when it comes to lighting and shadows. If you're a builder, this is definitely the level that you're gonna want to get to for sure. Mike, do you have any ideas on how they did this? This is incredible.
On how they did. What aspect are you looking at? I'm here. I just wasn't.
The lighting, really, the lighting and the textures. I just love it. And I mean, pink clouds. Come on, Mike, pink
You can have pink clouds. That's an easy one. You don't need polycount for pink clouds.
clouds. Love it. But check it out.
Yeah, it's very like simple and small and kind of minimalist, right?
Yeah, it's definitely got some clean lines to it. Oh, Miss Gecko joined us.
See, I keep walking, following. It's like I'm following the damn angel out in heaven or something.
Oh, hey. I know.
Yeah, I think
I
you're gonna be
really
standing
love.
at the top of the staircase with your
I
wings.
was. Oh, in my video, in my sizzle video, I did the whole staircase thing and did like the little. Everybody, let's do change. Let's do it. Let's walk around. Yay! Look at us. It's so cute in here. So I guess Vogue's going to be doing one for each issue, which I think is really cool. The September issue is kind of a groundbreaking issue because it's the first time that a Metaverse QR code has been featured on the front cover of a magazine, especially one as well known as Vogue. So it's super fun. It's super exciting. And there's more to come. Vogue is going to be featuring artists who are in the metaverse and in Web3 environment, and they're here to support our community. And I got to meet with several of them, several of the leadership team yesterday. Ira was there, Gio was there. It was really incredible to get to know them. I'd love to welcome D Real to the stage, but first I want to see what Prism has to say real quick.
Hello. I just wanted to let everybody know they should go up on the staircase, and we should all take a picture up there. If you can make your way to the center and the staircase, we could get some good pictures.
Thank you, Prism. D Real, welcome to the stage. How are you doing today, my love?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I see how you're doing. I saw you on Vogue just now.
Yes, we are here in Vogue and enjoying the space and just getting to know our new community members.
Yeah, it's an
Thanks for
amazing
joining
space.
us.
It's an amazing space. I actually like the place, you know?
Sorry, my wings are giving me trouble, you guys. My wings are giving me troubles.
Yeah, they keep brushing past my nose and making me want to sneeze.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Maybe that's better. Oh, there we go. Oh, Super Nina, you're looking fabulous in the other wearable. You look so good. Whatever you do, don't sit down in that white dress, you guys. There's a glitch, so we need to not sit in those for a moment. But yes. So here we are. Does anybody have a environment that they would like to share with us, that they would like us to go and visit? There's a whole posse of us. We can come, we can smash that heart button, we can give you some feedback if you're interested. Yeah, we are here for you guys today. Leslie, how are you doing with walking around?
I'm doing okay, not too bad. I only fell off the stairs once, so that was good.
Awesome. All right, Prism. Did you get all the pictures?
I think so. I've taken a lot.
Okay. This is awesome. Yay. All right, thank you for coming and taking those pictures for us. I love the little cherry blossom leaves. here in this environment. It's so pretty. It's a really cool use of.
Me?
uh,
Yes.
Mike, how did they do that? Did they just, is that baked in? It's probably baked into the environment, so it's like a
Yeah.
permanent
Yeah.
feature. Okay.
Any lighting or shadows or kind of like a gradient looking texture is
Hmm.
going to be in for sure.
Yeah. And for our audience members who are kind of new to Web3, not really familiar with like the builder side of things, can you explain to us why you want to bake in as much of your environment features as possible, especially for platforms like Spatial?
Well, there's like two kind of baking, and one of them is the actual term, which refers to like exactly what we're talking about, which is baking in lighting and shadows and things like that. But the other kind of way we use the word baking sometimes is like just to put objects within your file and to also maybe not necessarily bake the lighting, but bake textures into the same file. So instead of having, my carpet and my couch material in two different files, it's baked into one file, which means one less file, right? So it's kind of just reducing everything as much as possible to the smallest file so it loads with the environment instead of separately.
Yep, and this will help with keeping the environment or the megabytes used as light as possible so you can get more people in the space and it's more accessible um, for for the because spatial you can use on your phone, you can use in VR, and you can use on your desktop. So you want to make sure that whatever environment that you're displaying or sharing with the community is accessible on all devices. So the lighter the environment, the easier it is for your users or your consumers of your product or whatever it is that you're displaying. So just for our new friends who may be joining us today. I know you OGs have got it down. So, all right. So, Prism, do you have any spaces that you think we should go and visit today? Metaverse Monday, Good Morning Post.
Hey, CC. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's go to some friends that would really love the support. I just went into this art bar by Savage. He does a great. He just put his gallery together. And it would be awesome to like just show him some support. He's trying to get a New Orleans vibe, so that one's pretty awesome. Let me see if I can put it in the nest here. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to upload some photos here. Okay, here we go. Let me finish that. Trying to do like Meta Mike said. I'm trying to do like 3 things at the same time. So okay, maybe it's more than three. I don't know.
And it's called Art Bar. Huh?
Art bar, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe you can find it faster than I can. Let's see. It was. I've helped him. So he's just trying to follow the. He followed the main template, one of the templates. Okay, here we go. But he's done. He's added a lot of 3D objects inside the space, and I wanted to give him some feedback. So
Prism, I think now that I just realized, I think you'd really like this gallery that I'm working on. Because it's basically a prism shape like your logo. And all the like features, accent features are basically that exact shape, just like all over the place.
yeah, I'm noticing a lot of symmetry, and even some of the galleries that have been created already. I've seen. I mean, they're very symmetrical, so I appreciate that.
So, quick question. Like, I just started building my environment. Just started working on it. So, when you know, how sometimes when you go into the environment and they don't place you properly, Like you might be inside of the ground. Like, is that depending on the type of file that I use?
Does it happen like all the time or just like once in a blue moon?
Yeah, it's just once in a blue moon, maybe like when I download a certain image. Like, if it's not an actual gallery or something, then it would do that. Like if it's not like a room you can actually be in. Like if I put like if I try to do like I remember I tried it. It was like a planet type of environment, and it kind of put me inside of the ground.
Yeah, 3D objects are basically like picture paper mache, and that paper only has one visible side or one side that has collision to it. So, depending on which way that paper is facing, it's either a solid wall with a color, and from the reverse side, and I'm sure you've seen this before, like in the metaverse, if you've been around, where you can see through something um, if you're in it or outside of it, because it's single-sided, right?
CC, you have to come
Right.
over this way. Take a look at the bars.
Okay.
They're pretty awesome.
So in order for to like never have that situation, every object needs to have like two sides, like a real wall. Like it can't just be a single plane. Otherwise, it can only be viewed from one side.
Okay, bet. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that.
Awesome. Okay, we have entered the Savage Heart Bar. We both, Prism and I, pinned to the top there. I think I'm just yes. So the art in here is, I'm just getting to look at it. It's kind of eye-catching. A lot of bright colors. It's giving me like a graphic novel vibes, which I think our VV fam would be totally into. There are collectors. So I'm just gonna like walk around, take a look. Yeah. Kind of cool in here, you guys. Don't forget to smash that heart button, like Prism said. This is a newer artist, just kind of coming up in our community. Let's show them some love. You could consider this like a metaverse art gallery raid. I'm gonna welcome Bob P. Smart up to the stage while they're coming up. Let's see here. Queen Gallery. Ooh, that must be up. Should be pictures of gorgeous, powerful women. I love it. Bob, welcome to the stage. How are you doing today, my love?
I see. How you doing, Leslie? Atomic. How are you? How's the day going?
Pretty darn good.
Yeah, I'm good too. I was just, listening to you talking about Metaverse and then Leslie's story. And, Leslie has been a wonderful sister to me. She's my beautiful collector. So I just came to listen to the beautiful story. And it's been awesome. Yeah. So, what do you want to, should I just go ahead and introduce myself, yeah? Since this is my first time, speaking on your space in a Metaverse Monday. Yeah. So let me go.
Yeah, Bob. Do you have like a gallery in Spatial or in Decentraland that you'd like to show us?
Of course, I have gallery in Spatial. Yeah, if you check my link tree, you see my beautiful gallery there. It's amazing pieces from me. Yeah, I'm planning to make a gallery of the pieces that I've collected. Yeah, the ones I've collected in February. I'm planning to make a social gallery to them too. Yeah, I'm gonna put them up very soon. You'll be excited to see amazing pieces I've collected, especially during the Tina time event. Yeah, I collected some beautiful pieces. So happy. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I have some pieces up on social. You check my link to I was able to even add my links, the links to the blockchain where I list them on the social gallery. So if you click on one and you happen to love it, you can just click on the description and then takes you directly to my link tree, to my OpenSea, to my pictures, and you're able to collect it. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but true. But it is an amazing, it's an amazing experience where you don't have to also to get to some galleries. Oh, my bad. Let me just introduce myself. I'm actually a traditional artist from Nigeria. My name is Babatunde Upsmart, yeah. And before I joined NFT space, I've been trying to, fighting my way into the physical art gallery and try to meet collectors. So I'm an emerging artist and just trying to, find my feet in the art world. And when I joined NFT, I'm able to tell my story without restraints, able to meet amazing people that resonate with my art and encourage me in every way they could. And I'm so glad, I'm so fulfilled to be part of this movement. And honestly, at first it was just about the money, but now it's about the love, the company, the community, and beautiful people that I've met so far. I've made it so worthwhile. So I'm ready to give my all into making everybody here feel that love is in the air. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but it's been an
Well,
amazing
thank
Hey,
you.
experience. And
Savage.
so you want to check it out, and give my feedback. You have a question for me? I'll be happy to answer. I don't
What's
want
up,
to steal
buddy?
my art, so I just want to thank
Brought
you.
my
And
brought my
yourself,
posse in here.
it's been an awesome journey in the business.
Well, thank
What
you,
about
Bob.
yourself?
You're quite the personality. It was a pleasure to meet you, sir. I did pin your spatial gallery to the top there. If we want to jump in, it is in the nest. It's called Bob P. Smart Art Gallery. Art Room, pardon me. So when we are done in the Savage Art Bar, let's hop into Bob's spot and give him a little love and see what kind of art we're in. We're in store. Oh, that is a really nice piece.
Here,
Sorry, I got
let me
distracted.
let me tell you a little bit. If you're not careful, you check out my art, you get trapped, and you're going to spend some ink or some text. Unknowingly, you'll be like, oh, why did I spend that? Because it's just an amazing piece that they come from the deepest part of my story, my experience. Yeah. So every piece, every emotion put into them are just something that come deeply from my art, from my stories, from my experiences, and before you know, you get glued to it. It's like a trap, yeah. So don't look at it twice. Just look at it and say, "Oh, beautiful," and take your eyes away. If you don't want to burn some, eat. Just kidding. Yeah. So yeah, it's so funny, right? Because it was actually from Savage that I get to know about Spatial. No, no, not really from Savage. I saw it on a friend's media, but I was not really serious about it. But then when Savage bought my art and added me to Savage Discord channel, I saw one of his special invites. Then I went to his special arts gallery. Can't remember there's a different name it's actually, yeah. So when I got there, I was like, this is beautiful. I check around, saw all these amazing pieces. Then I went to create a room. Then it was just only me, nothing, and I created another one, and I was able to fine tune my way, put all my artworks up, not everything, but the ones that I've listed so far, and then I added the price, then I locked everything up. I added the link to my link tree, and it was so amazing an experience. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is beautiful," and all. And guess what? I'm planning to make my next collection a
Hey,
drop
Savage.
party on Spatial. I'm going to create a kind of art room for that collection,
We need.
and I'm going to add
Yeah,
everybody on my
I can hear you,
list
man.
to the
The
to the
space is
to the
great.
Spatial gallery,
Good
and
job.
everybody's going to move around, see the pieces.
We're,
We did
we're
some talk.
talking
I'm still
about
trying to
you in
understand
a
how
Twitter
Spatial work
space, so
very
I
well,
just
so
wanted
that
to
I will be
like
able
throw
to
some love
hold
to
a
you,
space
and I know
there
you've been working
and
hard
we
on this.
discuss where everybody's seeing the art and everybody's moving around and stuff like that. Yeah, it's an amazing experience. Yeah, I'm excited about.
Bob, I am in your gallery. It looks like it's still under construction, so it's really new. But the pieces that you do have in here are
Leslie made it. Hello,
just
Leslie.
lovely. I'm really drawn to this piece. It's called Breathe Love In. She is gorgeous. I love what you've done with this piece. For some reason, G3 comes to mind. I think Mrs. Gecko and Grub3 would love this piece. Ladies, you have to check it out if you haven't already. It's so beautiful. There's a couple of other pieces in here that are very drawing to the eye as well. So thank you so much, Bob, for coming in and sharing this with us. I know it can be a little bit nervous, especially with an unfinished gallery. You're still curating it. But the pieces that you do have in here are just lovely. And I really hope that you come back on the show and when you're done and show us the finished product, because this is beautiful work. I just came into there's a sexy room in here, guys. There's a black and white charcoal drawing, sexy wing of the gallery. I don't know what else to say. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful, very, very beautiful. I sometimes I wonder, what am I gonna do with my art right now, because these stuffs are so beautiful. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna keep waking up every day, look at them, and say, my little babies, you guys are amazing. Oh, I'm talking about my art, not about anything. Yeah. And the painting you talk about, Breathe Love In. I made a painting about self-love last year, I think September, which happened to be my birth month. It's September now, so it's about a year, that I painted that. And it was around the time that I started using the style. And personally, I was, sometimes before last year, I was battling with low self-esteem, and I was not very self-conscious of myself. So last year was a major breakthrough in being self-conscious and being self-acceptant, having a self-acceptance kind of mentality. And so that painting was just like, bro, breathe some love air in, breathe, the self-care, breathe everything in, go all out, giving yourself the love you deserve. So, and it was the preceding experience of the COVID, where everybody have to, use nose mask, breathe enough air in, and stuff like that. So the whole concept just came together. I was like, yeah, it was about time to, be self-conscious, to put the love on yourself more than every other person's around you. Don't hurt yourself. Don't go try to become what they call it now, codependent, because you are trying to fulfill some future, that some expectation that people have for you and stuff like that. So just let yourself be the first person you love. When you love yourself enough, you'll be able to love others. Yeah, so that's just the message. And the painting is so beautiful. I was like, should I mint this or should I leave it? I decided to mint it because I needed to move forward, needed to get my story out there, I needed to push my career more ahead and so on.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. I love Metaverse Mondays because of creators like you, Bob. You come up, you're so sweet, you say hello, and then you show me gorgeous. You show me the world through your eyes. I get teary-eyed because I'm an emotional mom. That's what I do. But I am so surprised by the beauty and just grateful that you shared yourself today. Leslie, I'm so glad that I met you because you brought Bob into my space today. Leslie is so incredible. Bob is part of her community, and it's just a wonderful way to spend the day with all of you. I really am so appreciative. So thank you both for coming up and sharing yourselves with us today. I'd like to invite anybody up who would like to share their space with us, or if you have any questions. Mike is here to tackle those technical questions. I'm here to just be here and cheerlead you. I love looking at art. So please feel free to request up. We have plenty of room on the speaker panel here. And if not, we can ask Prism for another space that we can visit and give some love to. Yeah, so Prism.
Hello, hello, hello. For the next winner, no, come on down. Oh, this is not Price is Right. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me go through this real quick. Oh, wait, this is Metaverse Monday. Okay.
Yeah, well, while you're checking out which portals might be best to hop into, I would like to welcome Savage to the stage, and then Ira hopped up, and I would love to hear from Ira. So, Savage, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How's everybody today?
We are loving life. It's Metaverse Monday. This is what we do.
Yes, it was so awesome seeing all you guys in the space. Like, I really appreciate everybody coming through and checking out the space. Yeah, I came. It came some ways from where I started, man. But I just want to give a shout out to Prism, man. If it wasn't for Prism, I wouldn't even probably have a virtual gallery, man. He actually influenced me to check it out, and I totally love it. It's just been an experience, and I'm just grateful to see all you guys there visiting, man. It's super awesome.
Mike, can you accept Ira's request? For some reason, it's not letting me. Sorry. Thank you so much, Savage. Yes, we love Prism. He's one of our community leaders in Spatial. Him and I came up together in this space, and I learn a lot from him every day. So I'm so grateful for Prism as well. And thank you so much for joining us today, sir. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure being here.
Okay. I think I'm going to pin it right now. The Meta Home Furnishings. You know, you want to see what a house looks like in the metaverse? You like hardwood floors? Come check this one out. Not paid for, not do your own research. All the disclaimers, blah, 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 blah.
Yes. Perfect. So I will hop into Meta Home Furnishings next. There we are. And Ira, how are you doing today? Did we lose Ira? Oh no. She's down in listener. Okay. Rick, let me see if I can get you in.
Yeah, just jump out and come back in here, and then we'll try to.
Yeah, we got to hear from Ira. Oh, there she is. She's on speaker. Let's see if she connects.
Sorry, you're talking to me. Oh my God. Nothing happens to me ever, but sometimes weird things happen here. Yeah, hi guys. Hey everybody. Would you like to visit my gallery maybe?
I would love to, because right now, I am sorry, Prism. Meta Homes Furnishings is scaring me. My wings are too big for the hallway.
Yeah, I had a feeling your wings might get stuck in there. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So there's some cool furniture in here. The environment, I think, needs to be a little bit bigger. I'm getting some serious claustrophobic vibes. But this dining room table is interesting. But I do like the plants. The plants are really nice. And this chair, this occasional chair, is pretty cute. I'm a sucker for yellow, for sure. I'd be down with that. Let's see. What else have they got in here? That living room set is screaming like 40-something bachelor. I'm not really into that. Let's see. So it looks like they're going to be building, and then as they build, like furnishing this home, sort of like a model home. That sound about right?
Yeah, so I I won a giveaway where they like took each piece so you can add it to your home, to your metaverse. So like I have in my metaverse gallery, I added like the couch and the carpet or the
Oh,
rug.
cool.
So you can kind of pick and choose. So you can then and then I think Ira came and added a TV. So we had like a party. Right? It was pretty fun. It was just kind of ad hoc.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it. Yeah. I think if they broke up the pieces, now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I think you're right. If you broke up the pieces in the living room set, they could be, you could use them for different different use cases for sure. The TV is kind of cool. I like the art on the wall. I don't know if that's part of the set as well, but I really do like the occasional chair over there in the corner. It's the prettiest piece, I think.
I
The
feel
ones with
like
the
I feel like our auras are too big. We cannot fit into the squares.
yeah, that I know. I portaled in and I was like, ooh, ooh, claustrophobic.
Oh
But to
my.
be fair, they are a furniture 3D asset project and not like a building project. So, oh, odd job. Welcome. Let's get him up here. Our friend Scott Oddjob
Don't
from the
forget to
Central Ends. How are you doing
give it
today,
some
my
heart.
love? While you are chatting,
Hi, Cece.
I'm gonna head over to Hi, I'm gonna head over to Ada's gallery because I need to reset and refresh.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'm at the house, and I just want to say, from an architectural standpoint, I mean, this is a really beautiful build. I think it points out something that you just don't realize until you get in the space. And certainly, moving around, I'm not on my I've got a Quest 2. I'm not on my headset, but I can just imagine, CC, you mentioned earlier, I think when we first got into space, feeling a little claustrophobic, um, that is something to consider. So like, even if it's perfectly to scale for the size of the avatars, and, you measure it out in terms of number of meters and stuff, there's the floating, orbiting camera. There's just different field of view that you need to consider, that in order to get that wide angle shot, you're going to have a camera that's up and to the right of your shoulder, and back by like a half a meter or even a meter. So when I'm close to the walls, I'm actually going to be clipping into the other room. And I've seen people just have a more open build design. So if it's something that you're showcasing to be built in the real world, there are just tricks that you can do to make the camera work in the space. But if this is intended to be in a virtual space, um, I would say you need to have a more nuanced consideration of how the space is going to be used. Hi, Nina. Hey, Super Nina. She's in the space here too. Ira X Lab is here. Hi, MetaMike. And then the other thing I was going to recommend is, I heard MetaMike, I think I heard you and Cece talking about baking in the textures. Um, and just it's a concept called attenuation of light. So if you look up in the corners between where the wall and the ceiling joins, it's all one continuous value of color. And if you're in a room right now, just look up in a corner where two walls and the ceiling meet, and it's darker up in that corner. And that's something that you can add. Here, let me just come over to the corner here. Yeah, if you just look up in the corner, it should be darker around there. And the fact that it doesn't look like that. It looks a little wrong. It looks a little too default and computery. But it's somewhat easy to add. You just need a gradient ramp and then add that to that part of the polygon. I don't know so much about spatial. I do know in Blender, you can have multiple materials and multiple textures on a single object. So I don't know how well that translates into spatial. But if it doesn't, then you can just, bake those two together. And then, you'd have, it's like collapsing layers in Photoshop or in GIMP, is really what I'm talking about. But I mean, it's a first class, well done build. I don't see any artifacts or, just glaring errors. It's just, it needs a little more nuance, I think, and you'd have a really good virtual environment. Well done.
Thank you so much, Scott. That's great perspective from like sort of like the builder standpoint. I definitely have like that end user sort of lens, and then you dive deeper. So thank you for that. I appreciate your perspective on that. I have hopped over to a sleep awake mode, a gallery 2X. I did post it to the nest, and it's also, I believe, in our little blue purple bubble down there at the bottom. You're welcome to jump in. This is Ira's gallery. Ira, for our new friends, we are in spatial.io. We are portal hopping. We just had an amazing AMA with Leslie Spurlock. Her gallery show in Spatial opens tomorrow. Tickets are free. You can hop over to Eventbrite. I posted that to the nest up top to view her beautiful collection of photographs titled Through Her Lens, which is a sort of like a smattering of her works throughout the years. So you're going to get fine art pieces mixed in with photojournalistic pieces, some really intense emotional pieces as well. So please feel free to grab those tickets and join us for that tomorrow in Spatial. I am now in Ira's gallery. It is beautiful. It is open. It is a breath of fresh air. Ira, for our new friends, could you introduce yourself a little bit and tell us a little bit about your project?
Yes, hello friends. Welcome to my gallery. My gallery, this one is the second one, no pressure. I'm just having fun here, popping them up every 2 months. My first one was open on April, and I had so much fun with that one. This one was built 2 months later, and now it's open. And this is my new home for now, but soon there will be a third one with the third release of my collection. I release every 2 months 50 new robot ladies, and they're all different. They're all they have different personalities, style, but the same concept of asleep awake. So asleep is when you are asleep, kind of doing the robotic things in life, and awake is when you're fully powered and you go with the flow of life. So my whole collection is based, my project is based on this awakening of potential, of the woman potential, to support an ability of the woman, to show different personalities of the woman, support, have fun with that, and as well, I'm just here to have fun to build these robots in 3D. So right now I'm working building this collection, releasing first just PFPs, and then trying to build these robots in 3Ds. So anybody who gets this robots as a picture will have a 3D version of the robot. The robots are optimized. They're not that big size. They're about 3 megabytes only. So I'm trying to also use this kind of uh, fashion that I'm putting on the robots. I'm going to release it as well for our digital wear, as a fashion digital wear for girls. So I'm just having fun here, enjoying my journey. Thank you, Cece. You're amazing for hosting this space. Thank you, Prism, for just super connecting right now. Thank you, Super Nina. Super Nina is always here to bring that light into the party. I feel like every time she comes in, there's more light in the room. Thank you, Vance, for being so supportive, and everyone here, colorful. I love you so much, everyone. I do as much as I can to support you as well. So this one is just, yes, I like this gallery a lot because it's bright. It's kind of futuristic a little bit, but wait until you see the third one. That's going to be super fun. And we're going to have a great party on October 21. Everybody's invited. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
For the October opening, are we going to be seeing more robots?
Oh yes, it's going to be, so it's going to be a new gallery. I'm building it from the scratch. Totally my, like I'm doing it all myself. Totally my vibe. Very scientific, very futuristic, very interesting, with ton of interesting details. I already have it. It's just finalizing it. I'm also working on 50 robots right now. Going to make super fun robots with super interesting clothes. So it's going to be a ton of surprises. You will be amazed, I think, because I'm really right now. Every time I think about it, I have this burn in my stomach. Like it's really good.
That's so exciting. I'm really looking forward to your next drop, your next environment. You always know how to, I'm always like in awe of your creativity. So I am very excited to see what's coming up next for you and for a sleep awake mode. So thank you so much for joining us today. You're always welcome on the panel as a speaker. I love your opinions. I love your thoughts. So thank you for joining us again.
Thank
All
you,
right.
everyone.
Yes. We have time for a couple more portals. If you'd like us to visit your space and smash that heart button and give you some feedback on your environment, we are happy to join. Just request up. We've got lots of lovely people on the panel today. If not, I will reach out to Prism to see if he has another space that he would like to share with us. All right. Prism, you got another one for us? Or maybe, ooh, maybe I can pick one. Let's see. Portal Crystal Virtual Gallery. Nova Darkness. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Next scene. This one looks a little funky. It's Bunny Bat NFT Virtual Gallery. Bunny Bat. Did you visit that one yet, Prism? Bunny Bat? Oh,
Yeah, I have.
should we jump in or should we just go see your new gallery? You, you said you had some updates?
I did make some updates. Yeah. So like I won that metaverse meta
Yeah.
furniture. So I added some furniture. What I really appreciate is that they added the hotspots for the seating. It was really nice. But like my placement and stuff, I'd love some feedback. I can put it up on
Okay.
the.
Yeah, post it to the nest. I'm gonna hop in. If you haven't visited Prism's art gallery yet, you are in for a treat. He is incredibly talented with he takes simple geometric shapes and designs and puts them together and adds movement. Prism, you're welcome to talk about your art a little bit if you'd like. I love your story. Every time I see them, I think of your grandma. So I'm gonna go check out the couch. If you wanted to share a little bit about yourself, that'd be wonderful.
Sure. Thanks, Cece. I will chat and since I figured out the buttons here. Um, so thank you so much for coming to my gallery today. It is in spatial.io, and I pinned it up at the top. I know we're doing a bunch of jumping around, and I appreciate that. I did add some new features to it, but as far as the art on the walls, they are all animated pieces. I have three main collections, but the primary one are the prisms, and they are about 16 different geometric shapes and dots and lines combined and automatically generated through a computer program. So the computer program I wrote, it is written with a library, a JavaScript library called P5JS, and it allows us, like, I can have it automatically pick from a color palette set, and then each layer gets a choice, and then so it will draw it out on the screen and then animate, and I record each one as a MP4 file. And I don't really know what's going to come out after I run them. So it is really like a candy machine. You don't know until you mint it which one you're going to get. So these are previous mints that are on the blockchain, and they are on the Solana blockchain. I am on I have my own site, so you can mint there at prism.art on Solana. And I do have some that I've bridged over to Polygon, like the blue and green that's on when you first enter. That one was originally that one's for sale on OpenSea, or no, it just sold. So yeah, so there's some on like multiple chains, and I really encourage people to look at multiple chains. A little bit about myself: I am, a long-term developer. I've been writing JavaScript since it wasn't cool to write JavaScript, and during the pandemic, I really just needed to focus on some art and kind of chill out, as everybody has experienced really massive trauma in some sense. So I wanted to have a way to kind of have an outlet for that. And I really love NFTs. I actually studied NFTs back in 2017, 18, but I actually didn't see a market for it initially, which was my mistake. So I didn't want to leave the space. I want to be able to build and use my technical skills along with some artistic skills and kind of bring those together. So thanks so much for your time today. And if you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you so much, Prism. It's always nice to hear your story. I learn a little bit more and I retain a little bit more information each time you tell me. I'll be able to shill for you someday, someday soon. I do love your art, and it gives me a peek into that incredible mind of yours. If you don't know, Prism creates YouTubes for how-tos. He is hacking the algorithm for Twitter and Spatial. He's incredible at taking notes and a great community organizer. He's part of some really great projects. So Prism has his hand in many pies, if you will, and he's a great person to follow and learn from. So if you're not following, please do. And I'd like to invite anybody else up who would like to share their gallery with us today. If not, it's a beautiful day. It's a holiday, and if you guys are okay with it, we can close the space down a little bit early and spend it with our friends and our families. I have a chilled white wine that I am ready to attack with relish. Not actual relish, like the word relish. Anyways, I'd like to do a safety round for anybody else who would like to maybe give us some last thoughts, or maybe there's something you forgot to say that you would like to say. I will start with our beautiful Bob P. Smart. Thank you so much for joining us today. Do you have any last words that you'd like to share with us?
Not really. It's nice being here. It's beautiful. I check out some spaces and it's just awesome. Yeah. I remember now. I was going to ask. Yeah, Savage is here. No, he's left. Okay. I was going to ask, how am I going to, add some other features like, some tables, some chairs, some other stuff like that to my spatial. Does anyone know what to do? Yeah.
I will bump that over to Mike if you want to field that.
You want to add some chairs and stuff to your environment? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's a question. Yeah, add some other stuff there.
Well, you could go on Sketchfab and find some chairs and stuff, but that could be, you know, a heavy model. Where ideally, if you're going to buy chairs for your environment, you should probably get them from somebody making them specifically for the metaverse or for games, kind of like that place that we just went to. Um, or even myself, I'm going to start making furniture myself and different objects that you can get that you'll be able to decorate yourself. So instead of getting a black couch or a yellow couch, you can make it whatever pattern, color, put your logo on it, repeat pattern, whatever, and customize one for yourself. So I would recommend trying to talk to people who make game assets rather than using Sketchfab, because Sketchfab's more for, I think, like just playing and having fun and getting some ideas and laying out stuff, not necessarily building your end goal environment.
Okay, thank you very much for the information. I'm still exploring anyway. I'm still exploring. Probably when I get my laptop, yeah, I'm going to explore more and get some other stuff. I'm planning to learn 3D because I'm thinking of creating some 3D furnitures myself too because I love furniture works. Yeah, but I'm a traditional artist. Yeah, so thinking of creating all this 3D stuff, interior decorations and stuff like that. So look a way to incorporate that into metaverse. I love to be part of this future that we are creating for ourselves. Yeah. And thank you very much for this opportunity to express beautiful people. Yeah. Leslie, thank you. I see. Metaman.
Thank you, Bob. I'd
Hey,
like
hey, before I leave, do you mind bringing John up? You know, John O. John O is an amazing singer we have here. Is gonna be our singer in the metaverse very soon, singing for us. Don't give up, nah, nah. Put in the energy, oh.
Oh, that is lovely. I would invite John back for next week. I think we're going to wind it down now. Thank you for your interest in coming up and chatting with us. But I am very eager to get to the family. So I wanted to finish my safe rounds. Ask Ira if there's anything else she'd like to share with us. Any final thoughts?
I think that every week we keep on growing, and I can see it clearly from where we started, from where I started, and now, Cece, you're just reached the moon. I think you're so it's getting so much more fun. I just cannot wait for the next week now. So it's getting more and more exciting, and I just wanted to thank everybody who is involved here. So that's all my final thought.
Thank you so much, Ira. I love watching you grow as well. You're an inspiration. I'd like to turn it over to Prism. Prism, thank you so much for being with us today. You're an amazing panel participant. I absolutely love you. Do you have any final thoughts for us today?
Oh my gosh. Spatial just retweeted the good morning. So even bigger audience fighting that Twitter algorithm. No, let's see. Yeah, happy Metaverse Monday. Have a great rest of your Labor Day for those that are in the United States, Canada, rest of the world. I really, we'll be back tomorrow with Teleport Tuesday. So get your teleporting on and appreciate all the all the spatial links being left on the Good Morning Post. I think it's a really great way to network and share. My goal is to meet as many people as I can, but like at least 20 a week in the metaverse. So keep it up and have a great rest of your week.
Thank you, Prism. I will get my portal ready. Mike, any final thoughts for today?
Well, not really. It's nice seeing the galleries, and yeah, everybody just build your experience and invest in yourself and the experience your brand can give your potential visitors. Maybe before running out and buying land, invest in what you're going to put on that land, how you're going to use it, the environment you're going to use. And then once you get past that, then you can go run out and buy some land and put it on. But until then, spatial's free. So build, invest in yourself. Have a good day, everyone.
Words of wisdom from the true OG. Mike actually helped me get more comfortable in spatial, and that's why I drug him into Twitter Spaces and said, please be my co-host, because he is so knowledgeable. He is so kind with his time. And he is the best friend a Meta Queen could have. So we really appreciate you, Mike. Thank you so much for always being there for me when I have those crazy newbie questions, because I'm a noob for sure. And I just wanted to say thank you to Leslie for joining us today for the AMA. It was an honor to introduce you to my community and to meet some of your community members as well. Leslie, do you have any final thoughts for today before we close out?
I just want to thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for the beautiful gallery. I love it so much, and it was great meeting new people here and checking out the different spatial galleries. So thank you so, so much.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us today, everybody. This was Metaverse Monday. I think it was episode 16. Yes, we have been here for 16 episodes. It is so crazy, and it has been quite the journey. I love you all. Join us next week. We have a really great guest. It's going to be the founder of Drippy Bowls. We're going to be doing an AMA with them and visiting some of their spots to see what they've got going on. So that'll be really fun for next week. I'm Hi CC. I am your Metaverse guide and your biggest cheerleader. Please, if you haven't, take time to follow each other, like each other's posts. Like Prism says, we need to network. We need to build each other up. So as I always say, a rising tide raises all boats, and we are all in this together. Again, thank you so much for joining us today, and I love you all, and I'll see you next week.